Good day, podcast community. Pete Kane, Podcast Pete here, where we build, publish, no, where we podcast, publish, and build thriving communities locally and globally. There we go. So, topic today is what you did 2 years ago. What if it doesn't work today? And chances are it won't because times change, the market changes, trends change. Life is change, and you have to pivot if you want to be able to take advantage of what is happening in the marketplace. There's 5 major trends, and these trends are going to affect the way you do business. And today, you have to think about what Google says you are. Who does Google say you are? Well, Google yourself and see. And then Google Pete Kane Podcast or Podcast Pete, whatever you want, and see the difference. That's your opportunity today because creating is better than consuming. What do I mean by that? We are a consuming world or country that we're in because we watch 2 hours of TV a day, 4 hours. We scroll 2+ hours of social media. What are we doing when we do those two activities? We're consuming. We're consuming other people's lives. What about you? What about your life? We're born to create. That's why a lot of us, and I put myself in it years ago, when I wasn't creating, I wasn't filling the heart. I wasn't as excited as I am today because I create every single day. I don't watch 4 hours of TV. I don't scroll social media and see what other people are doing. I just do what I can do, create. And I want to challenge you to shift your mindset from being a consumer of content, and it's going to get worse because AI is going to know exactly who you are and how to feed you. And if you are not aware of that, you'll just fall right into a consumption mindset and you'll just be consuming other people's lives when you need to think about creating. That's what we do here. We create podcasts, we publish, and we build thriving communities locally and globally. And when I say globally, what I mean by is digitally. See, a podcast is a digital asset. Publishing your book is an asset. Some of it's digital, some of it's print, but it's an asset. And you have to think about today, how do I create assets? How can I create more assets? Because there is a formula for you, and I'm going to give it to you because I want you to succeed. I want you to grow, to prosper in this new economy. Oops, no, I'm trying to get it right now. All right, hold on here. Hold on now. There it is. Okay. So the formula is 7, 11, 4. What the heck's that mean? Roger Dunbar came up with this. People have to consume 7 hours of you. It's the know, like, and trust mindset. It's never changed. People do business with people they know, they like, and they trust. Now, how do you do business with somebody halfway around the world? You do it through digital. So you're creating podcasts. You're creating things online. When you search yourself, people are going, when somebody meets you, let's say they meet you at an event and you have a great conversation. Well, what are you going to do when you get home? You're going to Google them because you can, because you have a phone right in your hand. And that phone's a powerful trend. It's the mobile revolution. So it opens up the opportunity for you to know, like, and trust by building 7-Eleven for 7 hours. People have to binge. Some people can binge on you, and you got to give them that opportunity by putting more than just your website out there, more than just a profile of your LinkedIn profile. Give them content. Give them a reason to know you, like you, and trust you. And when you do that, they're more likely to do business with you. The 11 is buying signals. And people have to raise their hand. They have to lean forward. They have to say, I'm interested in knowing more about this topic, this person. And when they do that, they take maybe an assessment, which is our number one in our masterclass. Assessments and waiting lists are critical to your success. Leads, if you don't have leads, you have nothing. Leads are critical for you. So you always got to be putting yourself out there and giving people an opportunity to raise their hand and give a buying signal. That's what the 11 is. It's the 0 moment of truth by Google. I think it was 10.4 or something, but we rounded off to 11. That's how many buying signals people are wanting today. Are you putting buying signals out there? Are you putting content out there? Are you giving people reasons to know more about you online? Because when they know, like, and trust you, they're going to do business with you. But you have to put yourself out there. Give yourself an opportunity to put your podcast out there. You can do it through our community. First, I want you to be a guest on my podcast. Be a guest. Go to pkane.me. Take a short assessment. Again, this is a buying signal. When you take an assessment, you're saying, I'm interested in being a guest on your podcast. I got to know you. How can I ask any questions if I don't know you? So it's just a few simple questions for me to have a better experience for you on the podcast. When that happens, we've created a digital asset. Then you can just Google and it's going to come up because Google loves fresh content, especially podcasts. It's just, there's a reason why there's a lot of podcasts out there, because they work, because they give people an opportunity to get to know you. They like you, they listen to you. You put good content out there, you give people opportunities to go through the 7 hours of consumption of you. Now, so create that assessment. And you can do that through our masterclass. What is the 4? Well, it's 4 different platforms. It's something about the brain. When I see you give a person a book, they consume it. Say it takes them 2 hours. They know more about you. They know your story. They know what you're trying to do. How are you solving their problem? But that's part of the 7 hours. If it takes you 2 hours to read this book, and I recommend you order this book, Key Person of Influence by Daniel Priestley. Phenomenal understanding of the future, because keep it simple. Create. And for us, we help you do that. Because I had a person, Phil, this is for you. We met at the American Legion, and we happened to be sitting next to each other. And I don't know how the conversation started. We've talked about it, but I forget what it, but it was basically, I've always wanted to do podcasting. And of course, Terry was next to me. Not of course, but Terry was next to me. He knew. He goes, well, that's podcast speed. And I laughed because it just created that whatever. So we started a relationship. Now he's podcasting. Now he's pursuing. Is he pursuing as fast as some people? He's pursuing as fast as he wants to, and that's great. But he's pursuing. He made that step of faith. He started. So, do you want to start? Do you want to start? Are you fearful of a podcast? Because I've had people turn me down. They say, podcasting's not for me. Now, that may be fine. But in most cases, they're fearful of saying something. Look, just be honest. Speak from the heart. But if you feed your fear, which some of us do, it grows. If we feed our courage on the other shoulder, that's a muscle. It grows. So when you fell off a bike when you were little, did you say, I can't ride a bike. I fell. I injured myself. I don't want to do this again. No, you jumped back on that bike and you started riding again. Maybe you fell off again, but you got back on. You didn't say, I'll never be able to ride a bike. So you don't know if a podcast is for you until you do it. Think of it like Costco. You try a sample of a product because you want to see, they want you to taste it before you buy it. So you taste it and you like it, you buy it. If you become a guest on my podcast, you might like it. I don't know. Not everybody likes everything, but you might. And when you do like it and you realize that 7 is Roger Dunbar's magic number, that people have to know you by consuming, by getting to know you through your podcast, through your books, through your workshops, through a post, just different ways. 4 different areas, 4 different platforms. That's the magic. It just works. So 7-Eleven-4. So who does Google think you are? That's who you are. So search yourself, then search me, or search a leader out there that's putting themselves out there. Look at somebody like Joe Rogan. He's probably got 10 companies, but you know him because of his name. People buy from people. They don't buy from businesses. They buy from people. So if you're a CEO and you're shy, reserved, like to work behind the scenes, and you got to get over it. And I had somebody say that, like, hey, I'm just like to be behind the scenes. Great. But they're not going to buy from your company like they could if you were out there sharing. Look at the people now that are stepping up, that are getting out there more because they realize that people buy from people. And you are the magic. The magic is in you, and anything is possible. The magic is in you, and anything is possible. So get on our podcast, and I'll give you, or connect with us. We connect. We have several things. We do a meetup on Wednesday. We do a virtual summit on Friday. We have plenty of opportunity for you to be part of our thriving community. We have a live event today. Let me see if I can do it. Yeah, here it is. We have a live event today at Grace Church in Kennesaw, Georgia. This is where our community gets an opportunity to speak. Speak on a platform. 5 minutes, 3 points. 5 minutes, 3 points. So if you'd like to come to our event, register. Just go to pk.me/live. And if you become a guest on my podcast and we like you, you're a nice person. That's all it takes. You're a person that wants to give, person that wants to help solve problems and put yourself out there and help us help you through the 7-Eleven-4 formula, then you're at the right place at the right time because the market has changed. We got 5 major trends: digital, entrepreneurial, crypto, technology, mobile, and the last major trend is our sponsor. Let me see if I can get you on here because they make everything go. Hold on here. I'm going to get it up here. Yes, here it is. Growth Day. Try it for 7 days. Again, sample it. Try it. Have Brendon Burchard speak to you, the most successful person on the planet. He's building an incredible community. I think it's closing in on 500,000 people in 60 plus countries. But try it for 7 days. Have him speak to you and do the 5 to thrive. 5 to thrive. Start your day off with some rocket fuel. That's the 5 to thrive. When you do that, send us a support ticket at petekane.me. Support it, and we'll send you a free course. Right now, it's Mindset, Goals, and Habits. Thank you so much. We hope to see you as a guest on our podcast. And let me see if I can put it back up. Nope, I can't, but I'll put this back up. Our masterclass. That's our gift to you. So thank you so much. Be bold, make an impact, and have fun. Be bold.